Very short notice, I know, but you know me. I don't like to plan things in too much detail. This Saturday/Sunday, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour live stream of Football Manager for Game Changers from Milan. We did it last year as part of the Mature Gamer podcast, and we raised over £700. I think it was the first time I used Twitch. And it was awesome. So we'll be doing it again this weekend on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LollujoFM, starting at 12 o'clock Saturday lunchtime, going all the way through till 12 o'clock Sunday lunchtime, believe it or not. And it would be awesome to see some of you come along and get involved. I'll probably tell you later in the week as well, because there's sponsorship and stuff you can get involved in too. But just come along. It'll be fun. Twitch.tv/LollujoFM, Saturday lunchtime, 12 o'clock. We'll do football scores and stuff in the afternoon as well to spoil all that for you all. Hello and welcome to part 3 of the Milan mission. I'm Kev, and it's 2 up for all this today. I was at the football last night. That was miserable. So it's now, hold on. It is 1:30 on Wednesday afternoon. I'm baking hot. It's about 30 degrees outside. I'm sat in my garage with 2 massive studio lights pointing at me. All in all, I'm miserable. So let's make this quick, eh? There's a sales pitch for you. This is how form has been since you were last with me. We've hit a bit of a ropey period, but hopefully we're coming out the other side of it. So we had a few games earlier. No, in fact, that was last episode, wasn't it? Since you were last with me, we've only lost the one game against Chievo, and that was a bit unfortunate. So I think the new system that we're playing might be the answer. As you can see, we battered Fiorentina in our last game 3-0, which was rather pleasant. And this is said new system. So we're playing a standard format, a standard mentality rather than attacking, which goes against everything I stand for. It's better than counter, though. We will do counter sometimes. But we're only playing Atalanta today, so I think we can go standard. And this is what we're doing. So it's we were changing it and tweaking it all the time, trying to get it just right. At the moment, we're playing a higher tempo, getting stuck in, pushing higher up, and as always, looking for the overlap, because I have to look for the overlap. It's hardwired into me. We've got a defensive midfielder on support behind 2 box-to-box midfielders in midfield, and then an inside forward on support and a winger on support behind a complete forward on attack. That will all change as we develop the system. I'm still not completely happy with the fact there's no playmakers in there. So we need to figure out where we can squash one of those in. I'm also not particularly happy about having 2 box-to-box midfielders, but when I try any other combination, we seem to really struggle in midfield. So We'll figure it out. We'll get there. It's a work in progress. You're seeing old Kev develop a tactic. That's new. You don't see that very often. So, Italy, innit? It's very confusing. So, today's team to play against Atalanta, we've got Diego Lopez in goal. The Donnarumma fan club down in the comments will be pleased to see that he's made it onto the bench. And as was noticed yesterday, yes, he is earning only £180 per week because he's 16. If I was earning £180 a week age 16, I'd have been loving it. So he needs to stop his whinging or just sell him. At the back, we've got Antonelli at left back. We are, as usual, having a full-back crisis. So Christian Zapata is going to play right back for us with Gomez and Romagnoli in the middle. Mehmet Topal is going to be our defensive midfielder because he's the only one we've got, with Bertolacci and Poli as our box-to-box midfielders, getting up into these kind of areas. Niang is going to be on the right as a winger, and Bonaventura on the left as an inside forward with Bacca. Hopefully, charging through the middle, scoring all the goals. He's got 7 in 7 now, so that's quite good, I suppose. If we're judging a striker on goals, Bacca's doing all right. Oh, look, they're playing the same system. I don't think we've played against anyone else playing the same system as us yet. I wonder if that cancels it out or allows us to just have even more from Gomez. Don't get yourself sent off this early on. That would make us all very unhappy. Because of the ridiculous heat as well, my laptop has already blue screened twice this morning because it's basically melting inside. So, my idea was wait until the hottest point of the day, around about lunchtime, get some really hot lights pointing at it, and then get it to play a game and do video at the same time. Because if it's already struggling with the heat, that's a way to really test it. So if this episode never makes it out, or this is as far as it gets in, or it's just me on video talking to you about how hot it is without any gameplay footage, that's why, because I melted my laptop. But if it survives this, then we know it can survive anything, and we can, get it doing some rendering in the background while we're doing this next time as well. Really push this thing over the edge. Right, we're half an hour in. Not a lot has happened. I mean, looking at the stats, we are just about head on possession. We've created more chances than them. So we look like the better team, but I am a little bit worried that they're now breaking on us and they're going to force a save. Was it a save? No, they've just ballooned that over the bar. But while we are doing better, old football cliche time, we really need to score while we're controlling the game. Oh, Niang hits the crossbar. That could have been exactly that goal we were looking for. Poli, whatever he is, Zapata now. There must be another one because he's got an initial in front of him. Topol out to Poli. What can he do? Zapata crosses, but he crosses like a centre back. Is it Poli or Polly? There you go. There's another one for you to decide on in the chat. In the comments, sorry. Oh, this Twitch nonsense. Calling it chat too much now. Getting all confused. Can't do two things at once. It's the comments on here, Kev. You know, this is the one where you can't see them while they're happening. You see them later on your phone while you're in bed or on the toilet and you check your YouTube stuff. There you go. Now you know where I am when I'm reading those messages that you put down in the comments. Think twice about what you're saying there now. Disigliaglio, we got about another 5 ways to pronounce his name yesterday. Luckily, he's still not in the team, so we don't have to make a decision on that yet. He's just rather helpfully picking up injuries, so I don't have to say his name. Right, we're now giving up a lot of possession to Atalanta. Bearing in mind, half an hour into the game, we were well ahead on possession. They're controlling it now, but they're still not having chances. They're just knocking the ball about and not doing anything with it. So I think it's time for us to go and try and win this game. So let's bring on Luis Adriano. He's not played for a little while. As you can see, match fitness is a little bit down. He was injured, and then because we've gone to one up front while he was injured, he's not really played since he's been back, because Bacca's been doing so well. Topol's not doing great, but I'm actually thinking to go and try and win this game. Let's just do this. And take him off, but make it an attacking substitution. Bring Sosa on. Solve that playmaker problem that we were just talking about. He can slot in there as a playmaker. And we'll perhaps make one of these ball-winning midfielder on defend, just to drop back and do that little bit of extra cover. And just, let's go and try and win the game. I know we're in Italy. We're not supposed to try and win the game. We're just supposed to... Priority 1 is don't concede a goal. If you happen to score as well, that's a bonus. I mean, look what they've done. They've taken the opposite view. They're doing exactly what we were talking about before. It's another crazy defensive system, and it serves them right that we've grabbed a goal. Sosa with the free kick to Romagnoli. We're 1-0 up. But that system that they're playing at the moment is ridiculous. I don't know what we're supposed to do about this. Is this hardwired into the game that Italy is just really defensive, or is it just the managers who end up here? If we took all the Premier League managers and put them all in Italy, would they still do these stupid defensive formations? There you go. I want to know how. That's one for those of you who like to do experiments. I want to know, is the defensive stuff in Italy hardwired into the game, or is it the managers? Right, I'm going to take off Bonaventura now, and we're actually going to go back to the system we started the game with. So Sosa can carry on being a playmaker, but out wide there. We're going to drop Bonaventura back and then substitute him. We're going to bring on Mauri and just do that. Just because... Why not? We'll leave Poli as a ball-winning midfielder because we're trying to hold on to a game. See? Tactical changes. Oh, it's all new around these parts, isn't it? I've gone to Italy and it's given me an education in football tactics. I mean, we might be 4th in the league at the end of this game. We've got another corner. Goodness me. What? Did I... No. Who did I substitute? I thought I'd substitute Bertolacci. Have we got 2 players with the same kind of name? By which I mean, do they begin with the same letter and sound a bit foreign? Because then it's the same to me. Because my brain is simple. Oh, there you go. Red card as well. Celebrate red card with a sip of Coke Zero. Refresh. I haven't taken it. I don't even know if it was refreshing. It's probably warm. Sat next to my roasting hot laptop. Basically boiling the fizz out of it. But it's still delicious. There you go. We've built a platform. We're up to 4th in the league. We're level on points with Juventus. If you'd have offered me level on points with Juventus at 12 games into the season, I'd have bitten your arm off. Let's play another football match. Right, we're now at home against Empoli, who are currently struggling in a bit of a relegation battle. Tactics master Liam Brady, one of my coaches, has decided that we go for a control mentality. Route 1, be more expressive. Now, I wouldn't normally go with exactly what the coach says, But I'm really interested to see what an expressive Route 1 looks like. So we're going to do it. Other than that, we've not changed anything. Everyone's still on the same instructions, same players, same positions, other than the fact Abati's come in at right back and Deschilio has come in at left back because they're both fit, so we may as well play proper fullbacks. But other than that, everyone who matters, dissing fullbacks now, everyone who matters is as they were. But hopefully you're as intrigued as I am about what an expressive Route 1 looks like. I mean, it might be the answer to modern football. As a footballing connoisseur, I don't like Route 1. I think it's stupid. But what's it like when it's expressive? I don't know. Are we going to get overhead kicks from the back four through to a big striker? I mean, it doesn't look very Route 1 at the moment. We're passing the ball around reasonably nicely. Perhaps the match engine doesn't understand Route 1. Perhaps I don't understand Route 1. Route 1 is just where you lump it up from the goalkeeper. Big guy heads it down, little guy scores, isn't it? That's Route 1. Or sometimes big guy heads it down to other big guy who scores. We haven't done that yet. Oh, look, we've got no possession at all, though. That suggests we are Route 1-ing it. There you go, big lumping cross. Do we lump it forward here? No, see, we're playing through the midfield. This isn't Route 1 at all. This is that expressiveness coming in. It's Route 1, apart from when you want to do something different, in which case do what you like. What a weird instruction. Surely they cancel it. Any kind of way of playing is cancelled out as soon as you put expressive on, isn't it? Or do I not understand the match engine? Let me know down in the comments. Have they just cancelled each other out? In which case, that's stupid. If we don't start getting a hold of this game soon now, I'm going to take both of the stupid instructions off. We're supposed to be controlling as well, but we're on just over 40% possession. We've not had a shot on target yet. The only positive is, although Empoli have got the ball, they're not getting it anywhere dangerous because they've not had a shot yet. Not even an off-target one from long range. I realised I said anywhere there. Quite close together as well. It sounded like the record was stuck. Now you all know that I pre-record the voiceover. And it just got stuck. Oh, there you go. Look, Bonaventura 1-0 up from a cross as well. I'm so hot. I've got this hat on to try and hide the fact that I'm sweating over my glasses. But I don't think it's that helping, is it? I'm just going to sweat the colour out of this baseball cap. Once you start to see red pour down over my face, I'm probably not bleeding from a head wound. It's just sweat taking the dye out of my hat. But it's going to have a similar effect. I'll probably pass out either way. Hurry up and finish this game off, lads. This is why we've gone Route 1, to try and get it over with quickly, so I can go and sit in an ice bath with you lot. I assume footballers still do ice baths. I certainly want to do one now. It must be 40 degrees in this garage. I might turn the lamps off and just sit here in the dark for the second half. You lot won't even notice. Hands up, who actually looks at me at any point during the match, or are you actually watching the match? Because I will just turn the lights off and lie down on the floor and leave Liam Brady to do his expressive Route 1 all by himself. In more positive news, we'll be up to third if it all ends like this. Somehow 3 points behind Juventus, though, when we were level on points with them last week. And we're winning. So I guess they had a game in hand. They've scored a lot more goals than we have, though. But, I mean, this is good. We're heading towards the right end of the league, which is positive stuff. Third place is a Champions League qualifying spot, isn't it? So you have to play through the playoffs or whatever it is. Top two are automatically through into the Champions League itself. But if we can get into a Champions League playoff this season, that's massive amount of progress. That gives us another probably 4 seasons before FM17 to try and win the league and win the Champions League. Plenty of opportunity. Right, what Niang's battling quite well there. Polly gets in there. And yet again, we've managed to draw a red card out of the referee for the opposition. So that's good. We are picking up a lot of yellow cards ourselves, though. We are playing get stuck in. So we are going to pick up these yellow cards. But it seems to be the same players. The midfielders are picking up a lot of cards. So we might have to tweak that instruction a little bit. For now, we're going to make a couple of substitutions. We're going to have a look at Honda. Honda hasn't really played. He's suffering from the fact that we're messing around with the system and still not really playing one that suits him. I'm going to make him a playmaker, let him have a bit of fun making some play out there. And we're also going to take off Bertolacci and we'll bring on Sosa for him. Actually, no, we're going to bring on Mauri because Sosa's too attacking. We want the midfield crunch in there from Mauri. There you go, he can do that. So, not got a winger now. We've just got Honda out there making some play. with Bonaventura on the other wing as an inside forward still. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more creativity going into their box, because we've only had 2 shots on target. What just happened? What just happened? That was dirty. Dirty nonsense. It's all Deshilio's fault, because he knows I can't say his name. He's saying, look, learn to say my name. I'm going to do stuff like this. Once a game, I'm going to do something like this until you start saying my name. You put your hands on your head, you monster. Oh, what just happened? We're down to 6th at the moment as well because of it. That was just hideous. This is supposed to be Italy. Stuff like that's not supposed to happen to Italian defences. We're supposed to be all about defence. Oh, dirty, hideous, nasty business. They're down to 10 men as well. Oh, we need to grab a goal, or I'm going to, as well as passing out from heat, probably vomit over my microphone in disgust at the nonsense we've just witnessed. We should have been more than 1-0 up. This is because we're not playing attacking. We'd have been 5-0 up if this was my Ipswich team playing this trash. We'd be 3 or 4-0 up, and that nonsense wouldn't have mattered. Luckily, we've got a penalty, so hopefully we score this and still manage to rescue a win from... Oh, that made me cross. I don't know if I expressed it. I know I was quite reserved, and it's sometimes hard to read me. Honda. That's why you're not playing. They're conspiring against me. It's the players who I'm not having fun with yet. Oh, Luis Adriano. From a Desiglio cross as well. Hopefully, it'll all end like this, and we can stop worrying. You lot were worried. I could hear you shouting from here. That's a nice little finish as well. Decent cross. Good finish. Because he still had work to do with that cross coming in, because it was the defender's ball, really, and he's done well to muscle past the defender and get the shot away. 2-1. Don't do anything more stupid. I thought we'd given away a penalty there. Right, here we go. Luis Adriano again. There's masses of space. Cross it, for goodness sake. We had players queuing up on the right-hand side there. Neither of the players on the left managed to see him. I'd be shouting if I was on the pitch. I'm shouting off the pitch. Right, Luis Adriano through to Maori. We're 3-1 up now. We can all calm down a little bit, because in the end we've actually played quite well and come out with the right result. But it was more exciting than it needed to be at the end there. That should have been wrapped up by half time, because this is a poor team that we're playing. That's a nice little finish, actually. Maori's not really had much of a run in the team since those early days when we were playing all the midfielders. So it's nice to see him come off the bench and have himself a goal. We've got a lot of space over on that right-hand side again. They're playing very narrow. Anyone even remotely wide is in acres of space. We probably should have capitalised on that a bit sooner, but who cares? We won 3-1. We're up to 2nd in the league. We're actually above Inter on goal difference now, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're above Inter. Oh, not on goal difference. I don't understand how it works in Italy. Someone let me know in the comments. Is it on number of games won, maybe? Or alphabetical order, I suppose. Who knows? We're up to 2nd. So that's pretty awesome. 12 games in, up into 2nd. Only 3 points behind Juventus, who are top of the league. We could still go and win the league this year yet. There you go, that's ruined it. Can't happen now. If you've enjoyed that episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.